Starting.
Welcome to our Solidarity with Tenants event. Our first speaker today is going to be Aneta from Easy Printout. Give it up for Aneta.
Hello everybody, hello New Brunswick, New Jersey, 08901 to be specific. I'm very proud to be raised in this city, learn English, and I can communicate to you guys all that are business owners in New Brunswick, to be specific, downtown area. I started this dream of mine after my dad passed of COVID. I been in the printing business more than 10 years, and I finally got an opportunity when I was looking for something to keep growing my business. I found this building right behind me, this beautiful building here that's been here for years. I got a lease for it for 5 years to 2030 to build on my printing business and to start a new journey and converting this store into a hybrid store where we could offer convenience store goods, deli goods, something fresh, something new for the community. As you guys can see, it's called X&9 Shop, and this is where we at. We are X&9, and this is for you guys to speak up and to let everybody know that if you have a dream, you gotta fight for it. I invested everything I have had since I worked in this country, all my sweat and tears. You guys can go to the main office of the City Hall, ask if I ever have any funding, any of those local fundings you guys give to any other stores in New Brunswick. I never qualified for none of that. I never got help from none of that to build the floorings of this building again from scratch, 2-3 years old flooring. The roof was a mess, and I took it upon myself to keep building upon my dream with my sweat and tears. I put up a new roof, I put up a new flooring, but it's sad to just keep hearing rumors about the building you've been working on so hard to keep building up a dream. That just hearing rumors that it's being put down when you haven't even get started to go up and and get back your money. I invested so much in that space. The first month I opened and I got all my licenses renewed from the city. I got robbed 3 times, and we right in front of the Middlesex County Courthouse. Which I have printed T-shirt for them, by the way. New Brunswick High School, North Brunswick High School. I've done a lot of Rutgers students, colleges, everything that you can name of around here in New Brunswick. I have contributed to print out to nonprofits. And I'm extremely sad that I keep hearing rumors, but nobody have told me when, how, and they just keep letting me renew my licenses, paying these permits, which I'm not getting my money back, and now this being put down, and I haven't get nothing back, and everything was out of my sweat and tears. I finally got to get some people to help me out, and that's their dreams too, to have the store up and have still something fresh for New Brunswick, a new deli, a new convenience store that people can identify to, that can connect to, like the X&9 store deli. I would have wanted to, continue on being the new building if we can. I would like to get recompensated for all the hard work, all the money that me and my partners have put into the space, because it's not fair. I'm a small business owner. I have worked with the city, and I've tried to be my best to give out as much as I can, help, and all I'm asking is for the same thing in return. I want to get help to continue my dreams, and that's all, New Brunswick. Thank you so much.
Next, I want to invite Amanda from New Labor.
Hello, my name is Amanda Dominguez. I'm a community organizer with New Labor. New Labor is located at 55 Paterson Street here in New Brunswick, but not for very long. New Labor is a nonprofit organization that educates workers about their rights and fights alongside workers for better working conditions. And last month, 7 p.m., we got a knock at our door, and we were told that we were being evicted from 55 Paterson Street. We've been in the community since the year 2000, so over 25 years we've been here in New Brunswick, and just one time in the middle of the evening, knock at the door while we had Rutgers students who are part of a class who interned with New Labor were in the space, as well as New Brunswick community members who were there to practice English and Spanish together. we were told that we were being evicted. We were given less than 30 business days to get out of the building. That is extremely disrespectful for a community-based organization that has been here for over 25 years. The developer Devco has been gentrifying this community for a very long time. New Labor was part of the fight to save Lincoln Annex School here in New Brunswick. And that was gentrified and taken down and replaced. And now, as you can see behind me, the Helix and other buildings are going up, and New Labor is being pushed out. Clyde's, one of the restaurants here, is being invited into the Helix. However, this community-based organization, this immigrant-based organization, this educational organization that fights for social justice and better conditions of work is not being invited into the Helix. We are being pushed out with no plan and no support. Devco did reach out to New Labor to discuss some options, but New Labor is choosing to stand on the side of the community and against gentrification and will not work alongside a developer that continues to harm our communities. We are asking for a bit of respect and dignity here. There has been many times that New Labor has reached out to the mayor and the city of New Brunswick to support the community. During COVID, we asked the mayor if he could stand up and get us a COVID walk-up clinic. He said no. And instead, New Labor started doing testing and vaccines in our office. We supported the community when the city failed us. There are many times that we've reached out to the city government for support. Most recently, we've reached out with the people's demands, and we have yet to hear back from the city council about that. Instead, the City Council of New Brunswick, as well as the mayor, continues to side with developers and big business instead of its residents, instead of its immigrant community, instead of its nonprofit, and instead of its educational sectors. And it is a shame. So we're here to just shine a light on the ongoing gentrification of New Brunswick and stand up for the communities that are being constantly pushed out of New Brunswick. As you heard from the business owner, and you'll hear from others here today, what unites us today is the fact that the New Brunswick continues to gentrify its own community and does not stand up for its residents. And this cannot continue. Thank you.
Next speaking will be Charlie Cradaville, who had a business here right there with Paterson as well. So give it up for Charlie.
Thank you, Chachi. Thank you to all the speakers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the speakers today. Thank you to New Labor for the work you do in our community. I got my orange tie on for y'all. And I wanted to say how proud I am to stand alongside some lifelong residents here, because they know that this isn't the first time this has happened. Unfortunately, New Brunswick has a long history of big business and big developers displacing residents and businesses. And I can tell you, I've had some great times at this building. 53 Paterson Street was the New Brunswick Today studio where we had our New Brunswick Today show. We broadcast back in 2016. We interviewed, I'm proud to say, now Congresswoman Ana Lilia Mejia right in that office there. And we had many important news broadcasts in our newsroom right there. And it's so sad to see the building get pushed out and the tenants get pushed out for no good reason. I want everybody, if you take nothing else away from today, to understand that the skyscraper Devco wants to build will not go where 55 or 53 Paterson are. There is no need to destroy the buildings and displace the tenants. There is no good reason to force them out. And even if there was, there has been no effort to support them, to relocate them. While we did see the restaurant get special treatment and get a special spot in the new project, our small businesses and our beloved community organization did not get that same treatment. I think that everyone deserves that kind of support. If you're gonna push somebody out, you should find them a new place in our city. At a minimum, you should give them much more notice of your plans. It is a travesty that businesses opened up, invested their hard-earned money into fixing up these buildings, into paying for permits without the transparency from our city government or the developer who had their eyes on this place, that they wanted to take them out. It is completely unfair, and unfortunately, it's just the latest chapter in the history of New Brunswick siding with big business over small business. And I'll just say, I'm not here to campaign today, but if I'm elected mayor, this won't be happening in our city. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Charlie. Next, I'd like to invite Miss Yenny Mendez-Romero, who is also a small business owner in the city.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. I feel for these small businesses because I'm a small business as well in New Brunswick. And one of all these small businesses, like Anita said, from Printed, has printed flyers for me. I've had my coffee here too as well.
Getting closer.
And this affects us all in New Brunswick because we're mom and pop shops and we need to be taken serious. It is time. When we built our business plan before we opened doors, we do not plan to shut doors in less than a year, is what I heard from one of the coffee shops. They got a 5-year lease and they're leaving in less than a year. Their business plan did not include the word displacement. Their business plan was for the community. Location, location, location was in their business plan because they wanted to be in the heart of New Brunswick. I feel for every business and I applaud them for being strong enough to be up here and brave enough to bring their word across. New Brunswick, it is time for change. Elect correctly June 2nd. Thank you.
Just wanted to give the last word to New Labor. If you want to promote the event coming up this weekend, please.
So this Sunday, we have our annual Workers' Memorial Day March. So Sunday, April 26th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Voorhees Hall, 71 Hamilton Street in New Brunswick. Our Workers' Memorial Day March is to remember those who died in the workplace, to educate workers about their rights, and to keep fighting for better working conditions. Unfortunately, every year we are given a list of names from OSHA of people who died in the workplace in New Jersey. We've had a worker died in the Menasha warehouse. He was worked to death and took a heart attack and died in his workplace. And on top of that, they did not even want to give his family his last paycheck until New Labor showed up and protested until they got his last paycheck. Here on the construction sites behind me, in one of those construction sites, we had a construction worker die. He was supposed to be doing a 2-man job because there was a risk of a chemical or a gas being in the air. They sent him to do the job by himself and he suffocated and died there. They found him sometime after, and guess what? They never shut down that construction site. They continued to have work as usual while that man lay dead. And they did not announce it to the public either. This is why we have this march to educate workers about their rights. So please join us this Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. at 71 Hamilton Street here in New Brunswick to fight for better working conditions. Thank you.
Bueno, hola a todos. Estamos invitando para esta marcha el día domingo 26 de abril, que vamos a estar en la 71 de la Hamilton Street, aquí en New Brunswick. Estamos conmemorando a todos los trabajadores que murieron, que perdieron sus vidas en los lugares de trabajo, y también a los trabajadores que tuvieron algún accidente en sus lugares de trabajo. También estamos conmemorando a todos los trabajadores que han sido detenidos por ICE y que han muerto en algún centro de detención. Es muy importante que la comunidad asista a esta marcha y que alcemos nuestra voz, porque así como nos están votando de este building, también a veces los trabajadores son olvidados y realmente la vida de los trabajadores cuenta. Y así que nos vemos este sábado a la este domingo, perdón, a la 1 de la tarde en la 71 de la Hamilton Street aquí en New Brunswick. Gracias.